The second half of City SC taking on Utah Avalanche here in Salt Lake City at the Regional Athletic Complex. Game 1 of the Premier Cup. Jason to Jmo, back to Jmo, Jmo to Brody. Unable to connect there. It'll be White throwing. White throws it in, headed up. Nice touch there by White. White puts it up in the center. They've got a runner, stayed on side inside the box and cleared out. And a foul called. This one is outside of the box. And a yellow card given. I believe that's to Brock Rhodes. And so a free kick in the opening minute for Avalanche in the second half, trailing by 2 points. Brock Rhodes, Eli, Josh, and Jason. Four-man wall. Zack now in the net. Ref. Shot up high left-hand side hits the top left crossbar. Unlucky, it bounces wide. Caleb will get there, clear it out, gets it over to Brody. Brody keeps it on the left flank over to Will. Will has a bit of space. Plays it through over to Brock Alleman, and it's cleared out by the defensive line of Avalanche. It'll be blue throw-in. Top of their attacking third on the right-hand side. Will gets past a player, looking to square it up, plays it to Jmo. Jmo over to, shot blocked from Brock Alleman. Caleb shoots just wide. And offside's called. Ball put on the ground quickly on the right-hand side for White. White trying to get up to their striker, headed away by Josh, brought down. Jmo will recover. Jmo feigns the pass, maintains possession, gives it back over to Zack. Zack kicks the ball up high over to Caleb. Nice touch. Caleb's pass not there. Ball goes out of bounds by White. It'll be blue throw-in. Jason taking the throw-in, gets it to Lau. Lau swings it over to the far right-hand side. Ball intercepted by White. White plays it into the center. A 1-2. Lau sliding to recover. White looking for a handball, no call. Jmo unable to bring that one down. White will recover, plays it into the center. Lau gets a toe on it. They've got a runner, and he's called offsides. Josh to Jmo, Lau. Lau over to the far right-hand side. Eli to Brody. Brody breaks a tackle, brings it through, trips up over the ball. White gets a toe on it, recovered by Will. Will over to Brody. Brody inside the box, crosses it over, looking for Caleb. Not there, ball still in play. Bringing the ball out from the back on the right-hand side for White. White plays it down the right flank. Off of the back foot for White, it'll be blue throw-in. Jason to Jmo. Lau. Lau to Jmo. Jmo to Caleb. Caleb plays it wide left over to Jason. Jason entering the attacking third, moving more over to gets it over to Caleb. Caleb chips it over, no runner on the right. Shot blocked again by the keeper, who's been really busy. Jason, nice touch, cuts it back in the center, cleared out by White, and it will be blue throw-in. Ball thrown in, trying to get to Brock Alleman. Brock breaks a tackle, brings it into the center, dispossessed. White recovers. Brock still challenging. White keeps it in bounds. White with a commanding kick on the left-hand side. Oh, and it just goes out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in a few meters before the white bench on the right-hand side. And ball thrown in, trying to get it to Brock Alleman, who's waiting for it. Brody challenging, dislodges the ball. White still with it. Brody emerges with it, cuts through. Inside the box, lays it over to his brother. Shot! And it goes in the bottom left-hand corner. That's Brock Alleman with the goal and the assist from his brother. The score now 3-0. White with the kickoff. Ball played over to the right-hand side, down the right line. A 1-2 combination. They get it past midfield, bringing it up. Challenge there, recovered. And it is Josh who is down on the ground. White with possession. Inside the attacking third, they roll it through. Onside, look at a cross. Deflected off of Eli. It'll be Avalanche corner kick. Ball played on the ground for White. White chips it up high in the box. Zack punching it out with his right hand. The Avalanche had a player right there and just over the crossbar. It'll be goal kick for City. That ball was going in the top left corner had it not been for Zack's right hand. Josh with a powerful kick, trying to get over to Brock Alleman. And stop play. It looks like a foul was called against Avalanche. Brock Alleman to Brody. Brody looking for a combination, plays it up to Will. Will, back heel pass is deflected, recovered, crossed over in the center, recovered by Will. Will in traffic, lays it over to Brody. Brody to Will, who gets it in. The score 4-0. Brody with another assist, and it looks like the Avalanche keeper is down and grabbing in pain. And off camera, the Avalanche keeper is back up on his feet. Kickoff for Avalanche. Avalanche. Ball played up and through over the left-hand side. Keeping it in bounds, no. It is blue throwing. Ball thrown in from Eli over to Brock Rhodes. Brock to Lau. Lau with space, now getting some pressure, plays it to Jmo. Jmo settles the ball down, turns around, gets it over to Brody. Brody moves the ball up, looking for his brother potentially, plays it over to Will. Will at the top of the box, bodied away. Caleb looking to recover. And a diving punch by the Avalanche keeper. It'll be corner kick for City. Jmo taking the corner. 2 steps, signal given. Ball's going to go to the far side over the heads of the players. Eli looking to get that ball before it goes out of bounds, bodied away. And it'll be White throw-in down by their own corner flag. And a substitution for White. Ball thrown in for White. Brody challenged. Brody will win the ball, gets it, plays it in the center over to Jmo. Jmo winds up, shot. Stopped by the keeper on the far left post for Avalanche. Ball played wide left and kicked out of bounds by Blue. It'll be White throwing midfield on the left-hand side. Eli gets a toe on it first. Avalanche will recover. Avalanche on the left flank. A through ball gets past Eli, and he's called offsides. Looks like there was some confusion with the substitution there for White. Players having to go back on. Ball in play for Blue. Josh bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Jmo. Jmo under pressure gets it over the left-hand side over to Caleb. Caleb moving, making some moves on the left-hand side. Stays up somehow. Inside the attacking third. Inside the box. Looking to cross. Keeps it on the ground and it rolls. Cleared out of goal line by the defensive line for White, and their foul called against Caleb. It'll be White free kick. This will be a White free kick, maybe about 20, close to 30 yards out on the left-hand side, swinging it over to the right. Caleb heads it away, gets it to the feet of Jmo. Jmo inside the attacking third on the left, moving against the left-hand side, elects to keep the ball to himself, down by the corner flag against the left-hand line, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for City. Looks like Brock Alleman will be the one taking this corner. Signal given. 1 step in the center, headed away by Will, and it will be Avalanche goal kick. Avalanche kicks the ball up high to the center, and it looks like Josh got there first. Will on the right-hand side. Dispossessed. White now with the ball on the left. They get the ball through over the left-hand side, top of the middle third, now entering the attacking third from the left. Ball on the ground, stopped by Zack by the right post. Ball yeeted out over to Jmo. Jmo brings the ball, calls Caleb forward. Caleb takes on 2 players, stays up, cuts over into the center again, lays it off over to, shoots. And it goes wide right. And it will be a goal kick for Avalanche. White with the goal kick, ball played to the left-hand side. High press from City, ball goes out of bounds, and it will be throw in for Blue. Ball thrown in to Jmo. Jmo's pass intercepted. White will recover, bottom of the middle third in the center. White approaching midfield, flicks it over to the right-hand side. A little bit too much mustard on that one. It'll be Blue throw-in from their defensive third. And it looks like City is going to be making a couple of substitutions. Looks like Sabas, Nash, Henry, Tate coming on, Lau, Brock Alleman, Caleb, and Jmo coming off. Oh no, that's Brock Rhodes who's coming off. Jmo dropping back to center back. Josh with the throw in to Tate, Tate to Josh. Josh gets it to Nash. Nash, ooh, didn't connect how he wanted to. White. Ball rolls out of bounds. The call is White throw in.
Unlucky Nash, you're good. Nash, stay there, Nash. Good Nash.
Ball brought down by White. Kept inbounds, ball rolls out of bounds, call White throw in. White inside their attacking third, plays it into the center, brought down by Josh. Josh clears it out. Nice touch there by White. White keeping it on the right-hand side. Top of the middle third into the center. Josh gets a toe on it. Sabas unable to bring it down. White will reset back to their keeper. Ball kicked up high, gets past the player. Josh challenged, and Josh gets the ball to Nash. Nash keeps it inbounds. Nash lays it off over to Jason. Jason over to Brody. Brody finds it up to Jack's not there, not on the same page. It'll be White who recovers. They play it far on the right-hand side. Nash challenging. Ball played up into the center. Henry getting there quickly. Ball played wide left for Avalanche. Jex staying foot for foot, wins the battle. Jex plays the ball back, slows it down over to Eli. Eli to Jmo. Jmo up the center to Tate. Tate to Eli. Eli to Jmo. Jmo. Henry to Tate. Tate looking for options. Plays a long ball high on the left-hand side. Gets it over to Nash. Nash at the top left side of the box. Inside the box now. Scissor moves over to the left. Crossed. Deflected. And it will be City corner kick. Looks like Chavez will be the one taking the kick. Ball played short. Chavez to Brody. Brody moving down the line. Inside the box, looking to cross it. Somehow dispossessed. Recovered by Tate in the box. Tate gets it over to Chavez. Chavez back over to Tate. Tate moving over left. Ooh, dispossessed. And it'll be another corner kick for City. Chavez gives the signal. Ball way far, headed up in the center. Battle in the box. And overhead, over the crossbar. And the call is goal kick for White. And it looks like Kai coming on for Brody. Avalanche also making a couple of substitutions. Ball back in play, top left of the box. Played back to the keeper. Avalanche clears the ball over to the right-hand side. Jason heads the ball, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Avalanche throw-in. Top of their middle third. Ball played in for White. Josh with the tackle. Goes out of bounds. White again throwing it in. White against the right-hand side line. Jason taking on the man. Jason, no. Kai, no. Ball still through. Shot wide left for Avalanche. It'll be goal kick for City. Jason, Josh, and Jmo coming off. Will, Brock Alleman, and Brock Rhodes coming on. This might be Will Harris's debut at left back. Ball played up from Brock Rhodes to Henry. Henry to Caleb. Caleb over to Brock Rhodes. Brock, right-footed kick on the right-hand side, headed down. Henry almost got there. Kai will pick up the slack, gets it over to Caleb. Caleb crosses the ball looking for Will. Intercepted. Challenged there by Jex. White trying to get it out of their defensive third. Jex putting on the afterburners, putting on pressure. Henry challenging, and the ball's kicked out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in.
I was supporting Jex. Center back.
Will to Tate. Tate brings the ball up, plays up in the center over to Chavez. Chavez under duress, dispossessed. Flicked up for White. Zack will get there first. Zack rolls it out over to Caleb, who's playing right back. Caleb to Tate. Tate to Henry. Henry takes the ball away, gives it over to Will. Will crosses midfield on the left-hand side, puts it up into the center. White got there first. Henry flicks it up. White brings it down. Brock Alleman will recover and reset the ball back over to Zack. Zack kicks the ball up high to the left-hand side. Nice touch there by Henry. Henry lays it off over to Will. Will elects to keep the ball, give it over to Brock Alleman. Brock over to Zack. Zack over the right side to Brock Rhodes. Brock looking for options. Goes wide right to Caleb. Caleb places it in the center to Tate. Tate flings it over to Will. Will over to Sebas. Immediately tackled, recovered by Kai. Kai plays it over to the left-hand side over to Jex, who is called offsides. White making a couple of substitutions as well. Ball kicked up for White. They get a touch on it inside the box. Brock Alleman on defense. White has to circle back, allows the team to get there. Ball in the center, swung over to the left-hand side. Unable to connect how they wanted to. Nash will get the ball, gets it over to Caleb. Caleb looking for help. Kicks it down the right flank over to Nash. Nash, his pass is deflected, recovered by himself. Gets it over to the right-hand side over to Sebas. Sebas dispossessed just outside the box. And White with possession. Bottom of the middle third. They lob it up. Brock Alleman having to run to get it, kicking it back to Zack. Zack now to Brock Rhodes. Brock to Caleb. Caleb crossing midfield on the right-hand side, moving over to the left, juking a couple of players through, dinks it over the right-hand side. Sebas almost got there, but the Avalanche keeper was able to dive and get there first. Ball rolled out quickly to the left-hand side for White. White, pass intercepted by Kai. Kai plays it over the right-hand side for Henry. A little bit too much on that one. White easily recovers. They kick it up the left flank. It goes out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in. Caleb throws the ball back to Brock Rhodes. Brock Rhodes to Brock Alleman. Up in the center to Tate. Tate to Brock Alleman. To Will Harris. Will breaks a tackle, crossing midfield on the left-hand side. Plays a wide left over to Jex. Jex looking for some help, keeps it. Sliding, breaks a tackle, dispossessed just outside of the box. And a foul called against Avalanche. This will be a free kick opportunity. Seems to be on the left side of the screen, Brock Alleman and Kai fighting over who's going to take the kick. Seems Kai might have won. So this will be Kai taking the kick about 18 yards out, but wide by 5 yards. Perfect opportunity to cross the ball into the box and create some confusion. And waiting for the Avalanche keeper to get back into place. One-man wall for Avalanche. Brock Rhodes and Will Harris staying back. Ball lobbed up over the far side, punched away by the Avalanche keeper. And Will Harris lets that ball roll. Picks it up left-hand side, just across midfield now. Plays it in the center over to Caleb. Caleb takes on a tackle, brings it, lobs the ball up, trying to get it over to Brock, and picked it up and sniped away by the Avalanche keeper, who yeets it over the far left-hand side. Nice header by Avalanche there. And Will hustles back, re-gets the ball, places it back over to Zack. Zack Kicks the ball over to the far right-hand side over to Will. Will in the center over to Sebas. Sebas lets the ball roll naturally. Gets past a man across midfield on the left-hand side. Sebas cuts into the center, taking on 2 men, dispossessed. Jex is able to get there first. A bit heavy a touch intended for Sebas. And the Avalanche keeper will snatch it away and throw it over to the left-hand side. Ball played into the center. Henry challenging White with possession though. White dispossessed, recovers. White now in the attacking third, and they're called offsides again. Ball played on the ground to Zack. Zack to Brock Alleman. Brock boots it on the left over to Jex. Just a bit too much in front of him, and it'll be White throw-in deep in their defensive third on the left-hand side, or sorry, right-hand side. A 1-2 combination there. Challenge there by Sebas. No foul called. Advantage given. White with possession. White just before midfield, played into the circle. White still being there. Challenged by Nash. And foul called against City. I believe that was against Nash, and it'll be White free kick just before midfield on the left-hand side. White bringing the ball up on the left, top, middle third, penetrating into the attacking third, looking to cross, not there. Brock Rhodes on defense. White plays the ball back deeper, challenged. Sebas somehow gets the ball, plays it over to the right-hand side over to Nash. Nash plays it wide left over to Jex. Jex at the top of the box. Mishandled, and it'll be recovered by White. Henry smartly lets the ball roll, recovers, gets it over to Will. Will to Tate. Tate looking for options. Swings it over to the far right-hand side. I believe that's Nash. Nash over to Sebas. Sebas looking across, keeps it on the ground to Caleb. Caleb shoots. And that shot was sponsored by Delta Airlines. And it looks like 2 players are down inside the box. Goal kick for White. White on the ground on the left-hand side, challenged by Nash, trying to cut the corner against the line, gets it away. White still with possession, and kicked out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in. Top of their attacking third on the right-hand side. Caleb to Kai. Kai cuts into the center, gets the ball over to Caleb. Caleb's pass deflected off of the right knee of the Avalanche player. It'll be blue throw-in. Caleb throws the ball lightly to Henry. Henry back to Caleb. Caleb chips the ball up to the center and goes past, and it rolls through. Sorry for the confusion there. There's 2 balls in the back, so I wasn't sure which one to follow. But ball was crossed over, and it'll be White throw-in deep from their defensive third on the right-hand side. Sebas challenging, rolled out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in. Kai brings the ball down, kicked out of bounds by White. It'll be another blue throw-in. Will Harris throws the ball to Kai, back over to Will. Will looking for options, plays the ball over in the center over to Brock Alleman. Brock winds up, shoots, and that one didn't go how he dreamed it up. It'll be goal kick for Avalanche. Avalanche ball up, headed away by Will Harris. Recovered by Sabas. Sabas cuts back on the inside, dispossessed in the box, cleared out by White. Brock Alleman stops the ball. White will recover. White with possession, left-hand side, crossing midfield, looking for options, cuts back, taking on Nash. Ball played wide left. Brock Rhodes challenging. Ball kept in bounds by Nash. Nash slows the ball down. It's towed out of bounds by Avalanche. It'll be blue throw-in. Caleb to Kai. Kai back to Caleb. Caleb flicks the ball up, intended for Sabas, not there. White gets rid of the ball, plays it into the center. Jex causing a bit of disruption. White will maintain possession though. Jex lets the ball roll out of bounds and the call is blue throw-in. Will Harris throws the ball to Brock Alleman. Brock to Tate. Tate looking for the turn. Chips it over to the far right-hand side, brought down by Caleb. Caleb gets it to Nash and dispossessed and reset back to the Avalanche keeper. Right-footed kick past midfield, headed away by Brock Rhodes, recovered by Henry. Henry to Kai. Kai on the ground. Scooped up by the Avalanche keeper, who yeets it out far to the left-hand side, headed away by Caleb, recovered by Tate. Tate breaks a tackle, winds up, plays it over the far right-hand side over to Henry. Henry, one touch, intended for Sabas, is intercepted by White. Kai challenges, White wins. White making sure they stay on sides. Will Harris, sliding tackle, kicking that ball out of bounds, and it will be White throw-in. And White with a couple of substitutions. White throws the ball in. Right-hand sideline, plays it down. Looking to cross, not there. Ball laid back. There's the cross from White, up high. And scooped up by Zack. Left-footed drop kick for Zack. Chested down by Sabas. He's going to chase it down, gets it over to Caleb. Caleb on the right-hand side, crossing midfield. Caleb with a cross, looking to get over to Will. Too much. And it will be goal kick for White. Ball played on the ground on the right-hand side for White. Sabas starting to put some pressure on. White clears it over the far right-hand side, brought down. Brock Alleman is able to slide tackle and get it. Brock challenged. Brock beats the tackle. Middle, puts it over to Kai. Kai over to Henry. Henry, right-hand side over to Caleb. Caleb slipped. Recovers, up on his feet again, bringing the ball into the center, just inside the box. Shot, blocked, wind up by Henry. Shot, bottom left-hand corner, putting City up. 5-0, nice shot by Henry. And that is the game, 5-0 in favor of City.